Hello and welcome back to fishing Barents Sea. Here we are with the orchestra, our beautiful little fishing boat. One of my favourite. This is a lovely little vessel actually. I can't actually go into the internal view, which I wanted to do just then because we're in dock. We're here in Akafjord, and I'll show you on the map where that is. That's here. So if we zoom out, this is Hammerfest here. You can see I've started to explore a bit more of the map. I went up there, then realised I had to come back. But I've checked out these ports as well. So we've maximum reputation in Hammerfest, and we're growing our reputation in Hammerfest Centrum and also in Akafjord. Forsul and Hopefjord, we're not quite sure on. We've got a couple more towns. We've got one over here, which is undiscovered location, and another one up there. I think that's the only other two ports we haven't found as yet. But lots of the sea to unlock, as you can see. See? Can you? Yeah. And we're here in this port, and we've got a net out here, which is net 2, 165 meter net. It's been out there for 12 hours 47 minutes, so we need to start heading back to go and collect that. A quick update on where we are. So I've got 570,000, but it's worth noting I've paid the loan off, the 330,000 or whatever it was, 350,000 we borrowed. We've already paid that off, and we still have 570,000 left. So I've been doing great. We've got a job. Deliver fillets to Hammerfest. Bob, a local fisherman, would like you to deliver 2,030 kilograms of assorted fish fillets to Hammerfest within 5 days. Note that you do not need to catch any additional fish, and fast travelling is not allowed. Reputation will be improved in Hammerfest, also in Akafjord, and it's worth 200,000. So what the hell, we're going to do that. Yes indeedy. So that's been loaded to the ship. We've got some more crew there. One thing, we better make sure we just refuel and... Oh, we got repair. Now we can get our lackey to do that. Let's just set sail. And don't go very close. Let's just slowly come away from the edge of the port here. We'll get Olav to do some repairing, and he'll start repairing that 1% damage. You know, that could be like a damaged net, or damaged net hauler or something like that. Just going to slowly creep away from here. Now we've got a bit more pace, we can come away. Right, so you can see how much that space, we got just under 8 ton of space, so we can maybe pick that net up on the way back. I'm going to have to drive in real time back, which is fine. Obviously I won't make you sit and watch it all, but for 200,000, yes sirree. Right, let's crank her up and pour on the beans. Right, as we come out of port, let me show you a few other things that we've done. What else have we done? Well, I've upgraded my spotlight. So it's a new fancy spotlight. It looks the same as the others, to be honest. But this is the important thing. Let me skip back. I've been driving around. I now have the license for the senior certificate for this boat here, which is basically the same size as this one in kind of hull, sort of, what do you call it? The kind of the spatial size of it, but it's obviously a lot higher. And let me just skip on that. So we'll make sure we weren't hitting anything. But of course, since then, I've also unlocked the lunar bow. So I'm thinking, do we want to skip this and go straight to the lunar bow and get the trawler? This is just a medium fishing vessel. This is a trawler. We can do net fishing with this, but we haven't done trawling yet. So I'm thinking we might do some trawling. Now this is something millions, it's worth millions. Is it 4 million or something? So we've almost got 1 million when we get this 200,000. That's 750,000 right there. And it won't take me long to. I could probably grind that out, to be fair. Where's our nets? They're down there. Okay, great. And what we can also do, actually, if we have a quick look at our fishing quota, redfish we are probably about 2/3 there. Haddock we're just over half. Pollock we can catch loads more of, and we've got a little bit of cod. Cod makes a shed load of money. That's what I've found out. So let's have a look for some cod patches. So there's a couple of... Oh, look there. We're heading towards Hammerfest anyway. Excuse me. I might come here and lay a net there and get that, then probably dock in, and then we'll come out and get that net. Yeah, because cod make so much money. Right, anyway, that's all you needed to know for the time being, I think. We're doing great. Things are doing great. And Olav's repairing. Has Olav finished repairing the boat, actually? Yeah, he's idle. You can go back to bed then. Go back to bed, Olav. You're tired. Right, we're going to skip on, and I'll see you in a bit. Hi, welcome back. We're just coming over to the net location now. They're just there. And they've been in the water now 16 hours, or 17 hours. They really need 20 hours, but it should be fine. Morning, oh, it's quite light here for 20 to 1 in the morning, but I'll take it. It's pretty good. Right, I can't see the... There's the primary one. The secondary one must be over there somewhere. The spotlight's a bit of a hindrance, actually. You can't see anything with them. They're actually worse. Right, Olav, wake up, sunshine. Got some net hauling to do. I waved at my final waypoint, yeah. Okay, I set that waypoint just so I can see it on the compass. There's the buoy we're going for. And the other one should be over here. Ah, there it is there. Yeah, it's very difficult to see. Olav's ready though. It's a lovely calm day as well. I must admit, off camera, I've had some choppy days. But whenever I record it, we seem to have absolutely lovely weather. So, apart from a little bit of drizzle. The Aurora Borealis, lights in the sky. A bit of cloud as well. There we go. Let's get this hauled in then. Me and Olav. Boo boo. Go play the little musical key game. No cod yet. Oh, there's a cod. They're massive, aren't they? Oh, look at them. Look at the size of them. And obviously, if you get the little key presses wrong, or you don't do them in time, you can damage the net. Okay, so we're basically full of capacity now. So we've got redfish, haddock. We've got 243 cod, which is good. And so that's all okay. Do I want to play the gutting game? No, I won't. And that's going to be Olav's job for the next 7 hours as we go back into port. So, go Olav. Let's crank up the old engines. And he can start, there you go, already. He is, look, hand gutting, that's his top skill. He's been doing a lot of that, because I've had a few of these ferry missions where you have to ferry cargo from point A to point B, and they've all been from Akkerfjord, I think, down to Hammerfest. They seem to be the biggest ones, so that's fine. So we need to head over to Hammerfest. There you can see the oil refinery or whatever it is, just on the outskirts. So we'll swing the old boat around. Of course, it's going to take me even longer now because we've filled the boat up with fish. So it's going to be slower. Look, our top speed is now about 5.1, 5.2 knots. We're empty. This boat does about 16 knots, 17 knots on a good day with a tailwind and going downhill and all that kind of jazz. So yeah, it's going to be a slow ride back, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to pay out not only 200,000 for this little bit of orange cargo here. By the time we get that, Olav will have probably finished gutting all those fish, and then that'll probably bring in a pretty penny too. That'll probably bring in about 100,000. So this little trip will probably bring in about 300,000, which will be nice. That being said, it is going to be a long trip. What are we looking at now? It's a 20 minutes. So from there, so let's have a quick look. Let's actually look at what I'm talking about for easy aid. So to drive from there down to there, or sail from there to there, that's taken us about 15 minutes in real time. So that's going to take us out another 15 minutes in real time to get into Hammerfest. So it's not terrible, although we are going a bit slower. So 20 minutes maybe. But that's fine. That's fine. I'll just go and make myself a cup of coffee while it's doing that. As you can see, we are gaining distance for our next certificate, which after the Lunar Bow, it's got to be the Hermes, isn't it? Is there another one? I don't know. But what I'll do, we'll come into port, I may go and set a few more nets out as well. But I'll probably won't do much more because I want to basically get your feedback on, should we skip this boat, the medium fishing vessel? We'll have a look at the prices and everything, but I'm thinking we go straight for the lunar bow and do some trawling. That's my gut reaction. When we get the lunar bow, we've got loads of fishing on lunar bow. Then we get the Hermes, we've done a load of fishing on the Hermes. We can always get this boat just to complete our collection. But the little orchestra is doing so well. Look how low she's sitting in the water now. Oh my goodness, that's heavy. Let's come outside and watch Olaf doing his work. He's standing in the buckets. Look, one bucket's got hot water, one bucket's got cold water. That keeps him at an even temperature and he keeps going. Look at that. He's in the zone. Look at him. You may think he's just staring out to the horizon, but no, he's just in the zone. I've got some weird flickering going on the boat. Maybe the lights. Oh, sorry, Olaf. Do you want some work lights? It is early morning, isn't it? And I haven't given you any work lights. There we go. There, so he's got his work lights on now, so you can see what he's doing. Fantastic. Not within that's obviously the range. So we'll anyway. I haven't got much else to say at the moment, so we'll skip on, and I'll see you in a little while. Hiya, welcome back. We still haven't made it back to port. Oh my goodness. 23 minutes since we last spoke. We've almost made it there, but we've got to a hot spot for cod. So as the mist rolls in and out, good old Olav is still on his way. He's not going to get it all, but he's going to get most of it. But we're on this, coming up to this reasonable hot spot for cod. So what we're going to do is stick a 160 net here. And hopefully it'll catch some good fish. Remember to play this little game. Just need to keep the little bar in the middle by just steering the boat slightly. It's relative. If you're going relatively smoothly in the straight line, it's very little adjustment needed. Right, so there's 90 metres, come up to 100 metres. And this would be nice because it's just outside the harbour. Although we are slightly overfishing around the harbour mouth of Hammerfest. Ooh, you see that? We've got some a pod of whales in front of us by the looks of it. 150 metres. There we go. Right, lovely. So we've got a net there. Yeah, we've been probably overfishing this a little bit. We'll probably do some fishing down here. I might come and have a look around here offline, get all that opened up. Obviously, when we get the larger ships, we can come and really check this out. Because the smaller ships have quite a small radar, so when you come and search, you can see how much you unlock. But with the larger ships, they should have larger radar, and it should be easier to unlock a lot of the sort of the fog of war, as it were. That being said, let's get this ramped up and get heading into the bay. Yeah, the further out you go up here, the reason I think I turned back, A, because I had one of these nets needing to be picked up before I lost it, but B, it gets incredibly choppy out in the open sea, as you'd expect, and you're always a little bit worried when you're in a little boat like this that it may not quite have the all the buoyancy it's needed to kind of fight those larger waves. I've not been in a storm yet, so that's one small mercy, but yeah, things are going great. I really like this boat, actually. This is a good little boat. There's the it's either oil, it could be gas actually, but you can see there's a tanker there with, I think it's gas, looking at it, a gas refinery or something. And Hammerfest, as you can see with the marker, is on the compass, is about here. Yeah, we just got to come down and then come up into the harbour mouth. Good, right, anyway, no more chit chat. I wouldn't have to make you sit, bore you out and make you sit here. We'll head on, and hopefully within 10 minutes we should be in and be able to sell this up and see what money we make. As I say, I reckon it's going to be about 300,000, which will, take us to $750,000. And then we can start to look at how much the lunar bow is, and go from there. So I'll see you in a bit. Oh, there's a whale. Look, hang on, hang with me. We've got the We've got a fin of whale there, we've got a fin there. Oh, we're right in the middle of a pod. Let's try not to hit them. That would be a bad show, wouldn't it? Can you see all the fins? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I can see, and there's a fifth one over there. They're diving down now. That's okay. There's little baby. There's mummy whale, and there's daddy whale. I don't know. Just going by the size of the actual dorsal fin. And those two over here have dived down, obviously because of the location of our ship, probably. Yeah, a bit of whale watching as well, huh? Who would have thunk that? And I just had to check something. It's 9:15. That clock is actually working and it's telling the time perfectly. That's amazing. Anyway, so little touches like that. I like little touches like that. Anyway, we're going to head back into port and I will see you there. Hello, welcome back to the bridge. It's now 20 to 11. The recording has come to an hour, so yes, this sail across the sea has taken us about 45 minutes in real time. So a little bit longer than I was expecting, but obviously it's because we picked up the rest of those fish and we slowed the boat down considerably. But that's okay. We're just coming in the harbour mouth here. You can probably just see it there. It's a little bit misty, so it's a bit of a challenge. Olav is still back there, gutting away, doing a grand job. He did have a bit of a crash, so I had to give him a 10-minute break with some food. But he's back out there now. He's got a little bit of energy, so we got him back out there doing his thing. Steering was turning a little bit towards the quayside. It's somewhere there. It's still misty. I can't quite see the docking area. I think it might be there. It looks purple there, doesn't it? So we'll do that. Yeah, lovely. Right, got a mug of coffee on the go as well. I'm loving us sitting in this little glorious little boat. Yeah, I'm loving the orchestra. What a beautiful boat. And what I'll probably do at the end of this is put up a little vote in the top corner. You'll probably see it popping up in the top right hand corner, a little eye, and I'll have a little poll on there to say what you want us to do. Should we skip the next boat and go straight to the lunar bow, or do you want to go up in sequence? That will obviously take us longer because we're going to have to fork out a lot of money to get both ships. Olav's almost out. He's almost out of energy again, but he's pretty much gutted most of it. There's only 1.5 tons left, so that's fine. Well done, Olav. Well done. Let's well, first of all, let's not dock when it asks us if we want to dock. We need to get into that yellow to do the delivery. No, we need to get into that this yellow area to get the delivery done. There we go. Mission complete. Bob is very happy. Thank you, Bob, with the fish that you delivered. Congratulations. Reward reputation in Hammerfest and Arkafjord improved, and 203,000. Boom, look at that. Right. Let's dock then. So there's only 166 of the cod what we were able to think, but we sold all that. That's 173,000. So that, we're nearly to 1 million. You can make so much money. This is amazing. I'm loving it. And we're almost, well, we're about, yeah, not quite a quarter of the way to there. Right, Olav is going to just stand on the boat looking gormless, which is fine. We come into the dock. We always refuel. And then we can have a look at the boats. So, the Vibeke Catherine, which is this weird looking thing. This is obviously the next one up, but if you look at the boat length, that's 34 feet, and the Catherine is also 34 feet. This costs 1.9 mil. Fishing quota per year. Oh, okay, the fishing quota goes up as well, which is cool. Fuel tank is 9,500 litres. Engine horsepower is 574. Max speed is 11 knots. Requires a senior certificate. Max lines 20. Or we do have the certificate to go for the lunar bow, which is 14.9 million pounds. Put the little finger in the corner of your mouth like Austin Powers and Dr. Evil. Right, the lunar bow is a traditional trawling design. It was built for... What's that noise? Anyway, it's built for pelagic trawling? I don't know. This ship is rigged for fishing mackerel. Okay. And then we've only got the Hermes left after that. So what do you reckon? Do you reckon, should we go to the Catherine then, or do we go straight to the lunar bow? Actually, thinking about it, we may not be able to borrow the money for the lunar bow, so the Catherine might be the obvious choice. That being, we can probably, rather than getting a loan, how much we can borrow? 4 million. Yeah. So okay, the lunar bow is out of the question. So forget what I said earlier. We'll go for the Catherine. We'll buy that next time, and we'll start, making our way. So rather than borrowing money, we only need another 1 million to get the Catherine, the Vibeke Catherine. So I can do that offline. I can grind that out with some more fishing. That should not be a problem. Our quotas will go up, and we should be okay there. Good. Anyway, so forget that what I said about the poll. We're gonna go with my decision. Captain's decision is final. The Vibeke Catherine will be our next ship. I'll just do a little bit of saving up for that, and then we can see what's what. There's no jobs going, which is a shame because you can make some good money on jobs. And Tor Jorgensen, nah. Sorry, you're not quite an Olav's level. Yes, I have to put up with Olav's moronicness, but that's okay. Right, let's just 1500. Let's get that net repaired, and that's grand. So we've got 420 meter net sun, and we've got 165 meter on the boats, and we've obviously got one in the sea. That's all good and groovy. Any upgrades we can get as we're here? 200,000 for an engine upgrade. It's 50 horsepower though. It's probably not worth it if I'm honest. We've got the best searchlight equipped. No, let's save our money and not do that. Right. So we've got a clear path to go ahead. We're gonna continue with the orchestra for a little while longer. Save up another 1 million to get the Vibeke Catherine. And then we'll go on there and save up for the lunar bow. The lunar bow, I didn't realise was 50. I thought it was 1.4 million. And I thought, oh, we're well within the target. But no, 14.9. Yes, it's a little bit of a difference. Sorry about that. Don't ever let me be your financial advisor, please. Don't ever take any advice off me. We'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. Hope you're still enjoying this. If you are, hit that thumbs up and consider hitting that subscription button if you're not already a subscriber of the channel. That means all the video feeds will go straight to your video update feed thing, and you'll get all notifications of them when they're released. Right, so we'll leave it there. Thanks ever so much for watching. I'll see you next time.